Hi, hey, and all those other greeting Spade adventures. I'm Jake Spins from Spade Cows Productions, game boxing channel, as well as Spade Cows Original with Gorilla Cyclones, Quincore, Florali, and vlogs. I don't know why I said vlogs like that, but I did. I'm a little bit hyped on Smash. I just got finished recording the unboxing for the Smash Amiibo of Ridley, Inkling, and Wolf. So if you missed that, definitely make sure to check that out. But if you didn't know, it is still launch day. If you missed that video, then you missed my explanation of all of this stuff, so definitely make sure to check that out. However, the Octoling Amiibo came out today, the Octoling 3-pack, which, interesting that it came out today, but then people had been unboxing it like a month prior, so I don't know. It was kind of a weird cycle, but I have it now, and I forgot about the pre-order on Amazon, so my dad actually bought them at GameStop, so we actually have to return those. But here we go. We just have one package to open, and that is this glory. I do really like this because not only do they have different weapons, they have very, very different poses. The only one that's really similar to any of the other Splatoon Amiibo is that Octoling right there. And as you can see on the back, here is what you actually can unlock in-game. The characters that you get them with, this witch is the female Octoling. This guy, this creepy mascot guy, like seriously, why? Why did they do that? They even had a trailer where that creepy mascot guy actually had balloons and it said balloons not included. Like, why? I don't understand. I don't get it. What? And then you go back to the cool factor, in my opinion, of the male Octoling having this this knight suit right there. So that's what you can unlock in the game. It is Amiibo exclusive, so if you want any of these costumes, definitely make sure to get these Amiibo. You scan them in, and just like the other Splatoon Amiibo, you go and get a challenge, do those challenges, and then you slowly unlock the stuff, the outfits for them. Now it looks like the boy Amiibo, the boy Octoling, is going to have a zip tie in his brush because it looks like the brush is too big for the packaging. And it's a good thing he has less gloss on his hair because he has more gloss on his brush. And that might be why they gave him the brush. I'm honestly not sure. But usually for these 3-packs and stuff, they're harder to actually go through the cardboard. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be as tough to rip through. I say as I have a hard time ripping through it. Oof, that hurt a bit. But I'm okay. I'm all good. But come on, yeah, there's plastic there. And I do apologize ahead of time if my energy seems low, just because my throat actually does hurt a little bit. But I think all I really need to do is have some water. And oh no, the boy Octoling lost his eyeballs. He can't see anymore. The poor guy. I feel bad for him. I want to give him a hug because he needs the help. He needs all the help. Probably shouldn't drink water over these because if I do, they'll die. So not something that we want. So instead of accidentally killing our Amiibo, let's take them out. New Amiibo smell did not have that same sensation on the Smash Amiibo. Ooh, whatever the plastic they used, I have no idea. But this is going to be a little tricky, and I'm a little nervous because I don't want to damage this guy, and I don't have any like wire cutters or anything. So I just gotta try to rely on plain old scissors, and these ones look like they're literally just bad. So I mean, it is a twist, so I could probably do the smart thing instead of cutting it and actually twist it, because I forget it's Nintendo, and Nintendo's the only company that understands easy packaging. Like, seriously, why does every single company have such a hard time figuring out how they want to package this stuff? Like, I don't get it. Also, I don't have to get it all the way through, because I just have to get one side through. So then it's not sticking on the thing. Alright, come on. Sorry, I had to put it down so that I could actually open it. And little Miss Octavia really wants to get out of the thing, because she's already slipping off the thing. So if you don't know little lore on my Octo expansion Let's Play, I need to get back to it. My stream through. The first time I saw this Octoling, my first thought was, she looks like an Octavia. And ever since, that's what I've named her. I forgot what her last name is. I feel kind of bad. But I do remember that her first name is Octavia. So here we go. Let's take a look at her. Her weapon of choice looks like it is an Octowing sniper rifle. I forget exactly what it's called. It's not splatter. Don't think it's an E-liter. Is it like an Octo E-liter? I'm not actually sure. But I digress. She actually looks very nice, as you can see right offhand. The eyes are actually different on the Octoling than the Inkling, as you might be able to see if it not be so blurry. Criminy. But on the bottom of the eyes, oh my god, it's focusing on my hands. That's stupid. But on the bottom of the eyes, there's actually these little tiny like strokes of stuff. And instead of smiling, she actually has a frown on. She's very angry, very aggressive. And interesting way of holding the actual barrel right here on her hand. It's kind of strange. I do think that the pose is a little bit odd, and the outfit I always thought was a little bit strange for a Nintendo game, but either way, it does actually it is actually a really nice design and a really cool character. And if you didn't know, this right here is actually the Octoling's version of the ink tank. So you got that there. No shine on the actual containment unit for the weapon, but there is a spiral for the cord that actually does have a circular wrap, which is pretty cool. The hair is nice, and the seams are actually very smartly placed because they're placed in the different pieces like the tentacles. That's the nice thing about a design such as the Octolings. Since there are multiple tentacles that are overlaying each other, you can have those different set pieces and those different seams be exactly where they are, so then it doesn't actually look strange on the Amiibo. It actually adds to it, which is even more cool. You do have the more rounder elf ears on the plush. This isn't plush. I'm sorry. I've been doing so many plush unboxings recently. But you can see the more elfish ears on the actual figure, which is going to be on the boy as well. And then the shiny black outfit, which is an even nicer touch that they made the shoes as well as the outfit shiny. And the boots right here, it's actually only the toe. I don't know if you can see it, but the toe is actually the only part that's shiny, which I think is pretty cool. I don't really see many other details to mention except maybe the bracelet. Oh, and I didn't notice. That's weird. On the one arm, they don't have a sleeve, but on this arm, they do have a sleeve. So I guess like summer weather, winter weather. Summer weather, winter. Okay, that was a silly joke. But that's the female Octoling. Definitely my favorite Octoling design, to be honest with you. And I think next we're gonna look at the boy. I haven't actually played with a boy Octoling, so I don't have a name specifically for the boy. I'd probably call him something like October or something. I mean, he looks like an October. It is interesting though because his the boy's midriff is actually also showing right there. He's squatting down, which makes this pose very unique to Amiibo Kind of like if they had a Mario Odyssey Frog amiibo. It's kind of like that pose in a way. Interestingly enough, he actually has skinny jeans, which I guess makes sense for the design. He probably has a specific aesthetic that's supposed to be going for him. His shoes aren't as booty for, and I mean, like, it's not as much of a boot. The interesting thing, I don't know if this is just mine, but I feel like on this shoe, it might be because of the light, the way the light is, and because light can't get to it. This boot right here, it looks like the toe isn't as shiny. So there is that, but this boot is definitely still as shiny as ever. You've got the nice little cuffs on there as well, and then you've got the sleeve, no sleeve. You've got the tank, which looks exactly the same, which pretty good. The jacket does look a little bit nicer on the boy, probably because it's a little bit longer, so it looks more like, you know, like a very musical inspired type of outfit. The hair is very interesting, as you have the mohawk in one tentacle on the hair, and then you have these little, like, this little shaved thing. I don't even want to know how that works for the Octolings and the Inklings, because, like, ow. Keep in mind, the tentacle, sure, it's their hair, but that's a part of their body. That's, like this, you chop this off, that's hair. That's not gonna hurt. That's an actual part that feels things, and not in the way the hair does, where, like, if you like poke it or something, or you pull it, you can feel that it's there, but, like, every part, like, that's actually going to have feeling on it. You can feel things with that, because it's a tentacle. It's not actual, like, hair follicle. So it's not fur. So I just, the idea of, like, how they get their haircuts, I don't like thinking about that. The eyes are a nice, like, greenish color, and also in the back, there are these things that I never knew were even in the design. In the back of the mohawk being these, like, 3 little pretzel spiral type of things, which pretty cool. Learning something new through Amiibo every single day. And the nice thing, if you didn't notice, is that every time there's a Splatoon Amiibo, the eyes are actually different as well. So they keep that customization type of option. And the skin color is a little bit darker than the general Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 Amiibo, which is pretty cool. You've also got the Octo Brush that's here. Looks very very wooden, but it's a pretty cool design. You've got this this nice little pink window in there. Kind of looks like it's a pink ink flooded version of the Keebler Elf's house. You know, that's kind of what it reminds me of. But probably one of the best parts of this whole entire figure is the actual brush. If you look at that, you can see every single individual brush hair on there, which looks insanely good. It looks amazing. And without that, it would just look so super bad. So having that is a really great design that technically they didn't have to put in, but I'm very, very glad they did, because it looks amazing. And they also didn't just put the ink on there flat, which would be a good cost-cutting measure, maybe. But it's actually curved on the different brush things. You could even see in the camera how detailed this thing is, and that's saying a lot. Now, I don't know if it does come across in the camera, but looking at this very up close, there's actually, like, this is not just a plain thing, which they could have easily done and it wouldn't have made much of a difference, but there's actually indents with the brush so that it's going in and out, which adds way more detail than you would really think would be needed. It even has it on the bottom. So that's very great care, very awesome figure. So let's put him down, and I definitely appreciate that figure and that character a lot more now that I've looked at it up close. So, last but not least, probably the simplest, but one of the more important additions, is the Octoling Amiibo. This is, funny enough, the heaviest, but that is because of the pink ink. It's also the simplest Amiibo to do, but that's what's one of the good things is because there's not that much detail you have to add, you can really fine-tune those other details that, you know, you maybe couldn't have. Such as, even though you really didn't have to add it, on the bottom with the fins that are crossed, like the tentacles are crossed, that's really cool. I don't know if it will show on camera, but on the actual things, there's a gradient of a slightly darker pink, and then there's actually rings that are on there, which that comes across very, very cool. There's a nice gloss on the eyes. The eyes are gray as usual. If you didn't know, Octoling and Inkling's eyes are always gray, no matter what eyes they're preset to. And they're just always gray in this one. So that's a pretty nice consistency that they have. The shape is actually very nice. Again, very simple, but very nice. And I don't know if this would really be a great one to buy separately. So it's really great that it's in something such as the Octoling pack. Because the thing is, while the Inklings, yes, they do have a more... I feel like the Inklings have a more friendly style to actually buying them for figures, because there's more design. They're just more pleasing looking. They just have more of a satisfying look, especially as a figure. Whereas the Octoling, it's not really that same design, you know, at least the way that it's put. So it is cool that they added those extra details of the tentacles being crossed, and, you know, they have the mustache. But there's not too much you have to do with this one, so I don't know if I'd specifically buy this one separately. But that's why they have the 3-pack. You know, it's very smart, and they do have these separate as well. So if you are a fan of the Octoling, you know, this specific one, then you could probably buy it. You know, no problem there. The ink, of course, the ink splash looks nice as usual. They actually made it taller in Splatoon 2. Splatoon 1, they had it fairly short. Splatoon 2's Inkling had it probably about this height. This might be a little taller, actually, which makes it one of the taller sides of Amiibo figures, I believe, just on that alone. And it is nice that they do have the very detailed ink splashes, because yes, it is general, as I said, but there is a lot of cost that would probably, well, a lot more cost that comes into this Amiibo specifically just by adding that layer of smooth texture and all the detailed splash, because they have to specifically for every single one get that splash there, get that splash there, you know. So these are manufactured and they're amazing. I love Amiibo. Seriously, they are fantastic. Anyway, though, let me know what you guys think of the Octoling 3-pack Amiibo, as well as if you got them. And then if you want to see the Smash unboxing or any of the Smash episodes or Octo Expansion, there are playlists for those, so definitely make sure to check them out. Octo Expansion streams you can find in the Splatoon 2 playlist, or if you type in at the homepage for the search bar, if you type in Octo Expansion, should be able to find it. And Smash, that's not going to be hard to find. I'm going to be honest with you. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Well, the next unboxing, technically. But hope to see you in the next video. Keep it safe.